lose.
Right, last map we get Heretics on defense, K-Cop on attack, and we got a raid boss on Martin. So Bai's armor gets dropped the Ghost, and Marzi drops him that.
I'll let Mitch take it from here.
Which is very likely.
So where are they sending the raid boss?
Straight qualified already. Easy peasy. Well, I don't like your laugh, Tom. I don't know why you're laughing.
K-Cop hold a little default, waiting for some kind of push, and Heretics have a push, but it's over towards a... Once this guy can hold this, the rotate can come in, and this can be pretty strong. Whoa, I'm surprised Benji got a kill here.
But he's flanked out by Tamazi. Good damage, though, had already been done to Magnum. The snake bite slowed the rest of them, but they make it to the site. And KC
2 for 2, but they're never going to expect this guy long so fast. You got to hope that Rin should make sound, and then everyone else just holds.
Much earlier than I think they'll be expecting.
Where they're playing, though, that's the thing. I think it's only
He's here so fast.
within danger. The rest of the players have actually decided to try for the wraparound, maybe having the expectation already that the push is going to be in from behind. A deep position from Boo, and well, now that information is almost definitely going to be given away.
Is the shot that good?
Boo goes okay.
Yeah, now the pressure is too much.
Already traded one out. It's left on to Shin, the man who can pull through the winds.
Okay, nicely handled from Heretics. This double push over towards Shower was for sure the one. They handled the situation well. Bit of shout out, everyone getting their one, to be honest. Who's that? Woot and Benji?
That's going to be
great
nice
to get kill each.
Pick up a round. It's been a while. That last map, their choice. A loss 13-5. If anything, though, Tom, those are the easiest ones to bounce back from. Although KC did a pretty good job after losing in overtime on their choice.
Yeah, I do really think it depends on the team. I think especially in maps maybe you didn't have the expectation to win.
Time to jump.
A close loss might not be too bad. In maps where you do expect it,
Who was tempted? Okay, so they do not want to get ecoed for
nonetheless, I think
well,
both
2
teams
rifles,
got their head
double Spectre,
right
and the
now.
farmer gun.
But for KC, it is as little as you can imagine.
Went over towards long, they didn't see one, and then they even do a fake TP with the Omen over towards long as well. Yeah, Yora didn't see anyone here, so they decided to take the TP of Yora, and I mean, he should have a lot of kills here. Ooh, what the? I wasn't expecting the second one though. That's outrageous. And that's pretty outrageous as well. Well,
tallying up kills and ult orbs as he goes. Tamazi might be about to give an orb to Benji, but no. Well, I suppose he is. Benji gets a kill.
Got an armory buy, and hopefully this isn't an armory buy. I'm just going to highlight it just in case.
Flawless in round number 2 for Team Heretics, and well, that couldn't have went any better if they dreamed it up.
Yeah, that's about as good as it gets. And I want to see it. The first shot, okay. Yeah, second one, absolutely nothing. Just a random shot in the dark, and even going to deny the plants in the end. Not a lot claimed in that round from KC, but this is where they'll come back in with the buy.
Oh, wow.
I want to see how they're going to pad the gap, though. You got a couple of Spectres, a couple of Bulldogs. There's no primary rifles available for the side of Heretics, so you expect
no armory buy, so that's good. 3-person pusher showers, 4-person stack A at the beginning.
Right up front, taking full control of the showers.
Well, the one player the Recon got is already using his dog up on A, so you start to get the sense that Bath doesn't need to be held as tight. Miniboo going back to put a gate crash down. Can at least bail out of here and find himself in a safe position if he does get pushed on. And, well, he's about to be the one shot.
No way he gets out of there. 5 HP.
I don't know how. With
yeah, I mean, that animation is so long, you would expect that to be a kill. And these two are out in the open. Scary.
Already, though. It's going to be those trades back. It's so messy, but there is Miniboo. Able to do a little bit more damage. Narrate with the trade.
He's kind of done damage, though. Oh, like you're nuts, man. You're nuts.
More, but it may not have realized that Shin was up close. It leaves Boo alone, but for a bonus round. An extra kill here. Could be massive, and this guy is always good in these sort of scenarios. It's going to be an awkward fight, but he wins it anyway.
Wait.
And he wins it clean. That's
yeah, and the comms can come in that someone is low.
Now Thrash even going to be committed. Oh,
wait, that's insane.
This could be disgusting.
Respect though.
Just at the moment.
That move was so nice.
Free, but
yeah, dude, imagine he gets the guy looking down there. That was a great attempt.
If he puts that smoke down a second earlier, if the original smoke went down a second later, or even if he just keeps the gun out, that round could have been won there and then. Great damage done, but not enough to stop KC from bouncing back with that buy. Still, as we say, A lot of this is down to how much damage can you do, how many weapons can you take out of their hands, and the reinvestment from KC has left
Lovely
them
bonus.
with no
Imagine he
credits
looked
on
down
3
instantly
players.
there.
Heretics have an opportunity now to fight right back
That's a
into
swing
this
round.
with
We've
a 3-1
got
and
2
economic
people that can buy
control
here.
under
We've
their
got 1
belt.
that can buy here. Round.
Immediate flash. Let's try and fight for information.
And to help them try and snowball, we have the Yoru out.
Is available. The Miniboo on this defensive side, but the build-up is going to be towards, well, B side. So they look to try and hold on to some control towards long. They are eventually going to be forced back. I wonder if we may even see the ultimate used in more of a retake here. I don't know if they're going to be able to deny the aggressive.
It's kind of rare that we get a double Omen on this map.
Fake TP out of Boo, didn't quite sell it.
Double satchel round to clear and get info. All these goods. Doesn't get them anything though.
We didn't see it, but neither did Boo. That's the good thing about it. Nice flash, but ultimately only
Nice
good for
trade.
the trade. And in this situation, KC
Magnum kind of committed to jump around the corner for the trade anyway, so it worked out well.
Before Martin even takes a bullet, he's there to take the fight with him.
The trades and the positioning from K-Corp, lovely on this round. Is really, really good.
Closing it out with the final kill, they're equalized.
Yeah, I think they may have had that realization. Okay, if
This was nice though, and I think they have a good game plan of the fact that they hold over towards long with like the Omen smoke, and this is like the weaker site in terms of 2 people playing here. So obviously this one way over towards long is super strong, so this double satchel then helps them pinch over towards long, and then they can speed up towards site.
The second you lose one player, every single player is fighting to get you back in and ends up losing you even more dominantly.
I think they always 2-person stack here with this Omen smoke.
Miniboo's gone for
So
a
I feel like the read on this one from K-Corp was lovely.
To do with ulti being in play, just wants to get aggressive and look for those opening duels. Finds nothing, spams through walls, but doesn't see players. And so his gate crash and rotation to the B site might all be for naught. You can see the KC are stacked up ready to take the A site. And with the range in play and the main real danger being Lamps that cleared that out already and now have left these players down to long range angles. Decoy going through.
So
not really.
K-Corp, their way of dealing with the DRX smoke, which is currently the smoke that's on default, is to take back a site, right? We had the deeper smoke, we've got Lamps, and they were going to take back a site. Issue is no one over towards showers, so it's very hard to plant in this spot. And it looks like they're going to take Lamps control, hold Lamps control, and then late get showers.
Careful on the other side though, it's rash, it's aggressive! And Benji's landed a couple of
Oh
kills.
man, it was so nice though. I love how proactive Heretics are here. They realize that they got to clear, get some info, and they just flash over towards site. And these 2 are too busy trying to take over towards showers. And this is a great round.
Arrives on the scene as well, leaving just Tamazi. One man to try and fight versus the might of this squad. He's given a fight or 2. Still though, this is not going to be easy.
Anything but, Tom. They've got everything working for them with that spike control. Snake bite now down. It's time to make a move. It's not even deep enough. If anything, it's just snake bitten the bomb. That spike now irretrievable with the flank play from Boo.
Huge round in terms of the guns getting picked up as well.
Both teams
I mean, with this, you know, this double initiator kind of meta that's coming in here, you got to have the most proactive defense ever, because if you sit back and you wait for people to do their plan, you get so overwhelmed on site. So this was a great example of Heretics just being proactive themselves and not letting them actually perform their plan, right? And their plan was obviously map control, Lamps, then map control showers, then they can obviously plant because it's got DRX smoke. Once they realized they had showers control and they were over towards Lamps, they just wanted to clear the question mark. At least just try and take some. I mean, it's about being proactive, right? And they were proactive. That's basically it.
If you thought that, you're clued out. This is a guy that wanted to go into the tier 2 scene, wanted to put his reps in to make sure he was ready to play at the top level, and my God, it shows. What a competitor, reaching the highest level in other esports, delivering already an international event under his belt. No doubt that's not the goal. Now
Martinez is ult, pops it. No TP on that. I don't think we would have had time anyway.
But there's still a lot of players here. The numbers might
catch similar story. DRX smoke and Viper ult that covers it. They are going to have such a rough time taking this. Honestly, they probably should just get back out of there. EP makes it too obvious, and now it's all up to Boo. EP out. Yeah, that is not the play on this one. He hesitated, and he had his Omen flash.
He was well placed. actually do more damage in that round.
Could have flashed, could have TP'd, could have anything. Could have done both.
And both players coming from the same spot. One the KC are aware of. They've spotted Rienz, and the spray certainly gives it away. And the players tucked up.
No flash to get through this stuff.
Okay,
that is so sick, man. So aware that someone's probably holding this. Imagine he flash does it again.
We'll get them the first, but a second player in this position. Not quite expected. Rienz has a chance. 50 HP on Martin.
Solid from Martin. That was a lovely attempt in the 2v3 from Heretics. Yeah, I mean, just came down to Boo, misplaying it.
He just sits there. He's not even jiggling. He's not even moving. That is a man who sits there and goes, my reactions are better than yours. You could pre-fire me, and I will hit this shot. That's an alpha male if ever I've seen one. It just, I don't know how you have that confidence.
He hadn't even moved from the position where he got pinged as well. Just stood there. You know where I am. Come and fight me.
Rienz saw him. He knew exactly where he was. It didn't matter. Confidence versus the Turkish aim. We've been talking about it for the last 4 weeks.
Mini Boom might want to use his ult soon. It's been here for a while. They could heavier stack retake if they wanted to.
Scoreline equalized.
A big round for everyone, right? We've literally, dude.
Now I will say everyone's on a.
We've got one person that can buy next round. So 3-3. This one's pretty much worth 2.
We saw the last round.
Nice stuff by Boo, but no way out. And
wait, Woot got killed here.
With him to take the fight together. They both meet the same fate, and now the plant is on the way. Advantage to play with for the attacking side, and it only gets worse with a Viper's Pit in play.
Oh, they hit the Viper.
That's the Viper tag. That's a kill on the raid.
Holy. Couldn't get any better, and now they actually get to use the Yoru ult.
It's Rienz for another 3 kills already, and the bow comes out for the reveal. Martin, though, he stays close to blast pack and a swing.
Huge rounds.
He's ahead of it.
I mean, what an absolute hero Sovo.
Rienz didn't like the comment about Turkish.
He took that to heart.
He definitely can't hear me, but he felt it, because that was absurd. It didn't even need the gun for the most of the round. It was.
Yeah, I mean they just got past the ult. They're kind of disrespecting the smoke a little bit.
With a snake bite, but it was almost irrelevant because he landed the 2 tags on both players. Impressive stuff. Even Miniboo's impressed.
Well, Weber's thinking.
Yeah, Weber's pumped up.
I could have done that.
Yeah, he's like.
From me. Like we said, that one was pretty much worth 2. Let's see if it actually happens.
Don't do it like that. That's me.
Good news for Heretics as well in terms of this round is they can build up the recon. 3 people survived as well, so it's not too bad.
Many years ahead of
yeah, that round was giant. It really was.
Coaching seat. I don't know though. Himself and Zai surprised us last year.
Shock dart hit the dog, so the dog can't get anywhere. That's a gun they can pick up by tunnel vision.
But an off angle for Miniboo. That's turned the tide back in their favor. Tamazi doing his best to pull it back into KC's hands. And that's 3 kills already for this Viper main. Woot around the side. Okay, his position might not be expected this late. And if they thread the needle and make it away from both these players, Seekers are online to track him down. In fact, I expect them to be used pretty soon.
It's only whether or not Woot wants to keep the element of surprise. That's the main value of him not using that utility.
When's he pop Seekers? Like what, 35?
The round. They got 45 seconds. They can now be completely elusive in where they're currently playing. Both players from the side of Heretics are sat just waiting, and the smoke's going to hold them for even longer. The expectation that the plant will come in on that side of the map, and in the meantime, they're walking. There go the Seekers, finally looking for that reveal, and that will give them the information they've been
Omen
waiting
flash
for.
And flash.
I think it's a wise play to go back as well from KC. I wonder if it's a part of it's to do with Boo and Woot previously playing in that position. Over on B, they expected the flank, now both spotted though. No idea where that other player is. Shin on the off angle. That was 4 kills for Tamazi, the ace denied. But Shin, being unknown, might just swing this in his favor if he gets around the corner, and the ult can even check whether they're committing or not. No paranoia to work with. There it is, a commitment, and it wasn't being stuck, so the time not going to be too heavily pressured. Halfway stuck by Woot, comes off.
That was kind of sick. Kind of sick to get half on this.
Shin wise to it, he just wants to run this clock down.
Boy, nicely done from Shin. Tamazi's happy they managed to do this one. Bro, they get 1 hero gun.
He's a safe pair of
and Tamazi just kills 3.
So many really explosive players, and don't get me wrong, he is definitely one of them. but there is
Yeah,
no
they
man you'd rather
trade
have
on
in those
this.
type
He picks up the gun,
Trust
and then
him
he
to get
just
that over the line, be it off time, or be it off hitting that final
2,
shot. We
3
really do
with
have a
it.
game on our hands. 4-on-4, a back and
Nuts, man.
forth matchup. It's mostly been those sort of thrifty victories that have been giving Heretics their rounds. Benji currently at the top of the board. I think he may.
4?
Have as
Yeah, but he
many
killed
kills
3 with the
pistols
hero
as he
gun.
does with rifles.
That might be accurate. I think you might be spot on. Oh, this could be very awkward indeed. So many
Oh man, it's falling apart.
close.
They have no money after this. It falls apart.
Was Benji Fishy now
goodness.
inside his orb, able to find one, but he's dropped immediately. And the kills all going the
Yeah,
way
and you
of
gotta
KC.
think 4 people
Boo, the last
surviving
man standing. It's not quite the
3,000s.
weaponry you'd want in
Don't
a
even need
clutch
to
like
rebuy
this.
armor on these 2.
Or is it the
Money's
numbers
incredible.
advantage? Showstopper for
And they
our
have
team too.
ult for
If he
next
goes
round.
for this one, we'll give the man a medal if he wins it.
Doing the existence, man. Just talking
Judge
mid-round.
1v4.
Saving.
He still had the Thrash available. It's a little bit unlucky, if anything, for Heretics. That's
I don't
the
need to call a
perfect
timeout
counter
if
to
he's
their
just talking this
push-up.
whole time about what they want to
I
change.
think Martin's just had the 2 easiest kills of his entire career. Well, for Boot. Saving a judge is never really an ideal thing to do, but the fact is, with the finances being at almost absolute 0 for the side of Heretics with the way the game has been going, just having anything into that next round can leave him in an aggressive position, hope that the side of KC make themselves a mistake.
Saving the judge.
But now,
I mean,
though,
if he
they are gonna
died, he
take
would get
themselves the
2,000.
lead
If
on
he
that
stays
attack
alive, he
side.
gets 1,000. And he has
They
light
look
armor
to
as well,
climb
so it is
to their
worth.
playoffs qualification.
Earlier
And
on
it's
on
like
the desk, we heard
any
it
kind
from
of gun
Kuka
into this round's
buying
gonna help.
The home ground of this squad, KC. At least that's how people are looking at it nowadays. And well, this round, I wouldn't even say you could see it in it. Like I said, the easiest
I
round
like
of his
K-Corp
life,
had a
finding
good
out,
read
but
into this with the
Demazi has been
insta-fish.
heating up these last couple of rounds. My main takeaway was Martin's ability on the Rage, but the Viper's the one drawing my eye. And I think it's, yeah, it's drawing the eye of the coaching staff too. Breaking a smile out. That's a
I think
different
Thrash
look.
needs enough. At least the amount of orbs to get
Demazi's
it, yeah.
4K in the last round especially
Maybe
was
not the
absurd.
actual fish
Like, they
itself,
came in with
but-
basically nothing. He was able to drag them over the line, and when they get into the buys, normally that is where they have their success, but I think Heretics have done really well to sort of just work off each other when it comes down to the individual sort of plays, but the trades late into the round have been fantastic. Benji with the Sheriff. Not too worried about him, but the rest of the purchase definitely not looking good. And you have to bear in mind, last time out we saw this map, Woot was 23-12 on the Sky. He had an unbelievable performance in their victory versus Team Liquid. Definitely looking a bit quieter this time around. 3-7. And that's the thing, when you are this sort of explosive Sky, you're going to be taking a lot of fights. We saw him win the rounds in like crazy scenarios. You remove a few of those rounds, and maybe you face off against a better team as well, especially on this map. And this game might not go your way.
4 sheriffs and a judge. Molly for long.
Like this,
and
consistently.
now
Just
get the
for rest of
Omen
team,
over
you know,
towards
man
A,
one man
but
army.
they know what.
Let him do it
Wait,
all
they
himself.
don't even
Give
know
him
about the
4 bots
judge,
to take
right?
control of in the spawn when he dies. I think the
They might just think it's a
you
normal
have
gun.
to have that level of depth to your team. That even if you have that slower start, and also remember, you're on the defensive side. A lot of the time, you're not going to have a choice on how these rounds go. Here, immediately picked off, going towards Bath. What else can you say about it? They looked for the fight, they won it. But surviving into the late round, that's where his value can be found.
Yeah, the thing is, the way that they've managed to win a lot of these thrifties has been grouping up together and sort of swinging. And we saw that the last time it was an attempted push towards A.
They might be able to get
really
3 on
nice
site
timing
here with the
altogether
Euro
pushing.
TP.
So him going for the individual fight, not as big a fan, I'll be honest. Especially when there's a Sky on the other side. Even if he did damage, it wouldn't have had much value.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, though, Mini Boo's there with him, right? So you've got the pistol swinging, some control to be taken. Probably they're getting into position for a really deep flash that's going to clear out all of Bath and get them that early info. Remember, the pistol round is where we saw that double push-up from Mini Boo and Woot. But the idea here,
Okay, Yori does take it. So there's 3 here. There's a little bit of a crossfire.
Space to dance around the backside. Mini Boo good for 1, but Rienz is caught, and so is Mini Boo. They know Benji Fishy's around this area, so no element of surprise to work with. Still grabs
He's going to try
himself
TP
one,
into
much to
his...
my surprise. But now, what can Boo do with a judge in hand? Hey, listen,
Mistake.
A for effort, but an F in the results.
He's definitely been watching Red God Devil.
Yeah, at this point,
I've
we're
seen
convinced.
that one before. 6-4. KC now really starting to stabilize. It was a real back and forth in the early rounds of this map with explosive victories, but You can see just,
Ooh.
again, well, okay,
Oh, the second kill,
the
though.
trades from Narrate have been fantastic. And this is the thing with this guy, is like, we'll always highlight like the crazy plays he does. Like, he'll win you a 1v5 versus Na'Vi. But he's also so good at just being that second man in. Just running in behind Martine. And if Martine doesn't kill everyone, a lot of the time he will. KC are actually going to be the ones to take a pause here, really wanting to make sure that they
take a timeout at 6-4, and maybe it's something to do with this.
Interestingly, though, when they played against some of the teams in the past,
he wants to play against it with
Koi,
this.
it was actually their defense that looked quite a lot stronger. Although versus Na'Vi, it was very similar to this, an 8-4 attacking half. So clearly spotting something. Eng's always one to be proactive. I think that's something that really takes you from being a good coach to a great coach. Is if you're ahead of the curve, and he is someone who definitely is ahead of.
Yeah, let's see if it pays off.
I think you can see the impact of that just thinking back to the last map, right? What was able to be done there with the
become the Koi timeout. Damn man, that was so devastating.
The very ideas that
and then he got his second one taken away from him as well. He just lost every single round.
Were just taken out of their hands immediately. They were no longer options. And anytime they tried them, they were punished immediately.
I never feel like a change for them is just based on a whim. Like that Cypher, you can watch that back and you'll find impact other than the kills.
Do they have some kind of read into Viper ult that likes to happen or something?
So, ran the clock down just enough. Oh, Magnum. He'll be living that one back for a while. Immediate contact taken. KC.
Minibu tanked some damage here. Wow. And I just did the maths of where the hell can the Sova be?
Pinpoint accurate and 20 HP on Minibu. The headshot not needed. In fact, a shot through the wall will take him down. Martine!
What an absolute round.
4 kills for this man.
A massive buy round from him. Looking a lot better than last week. He had a bit of a rough one last week.
Most players would be that little bit more passive. They'd hide away, but not Martine. On the cusp of an ace, he wants it. And the headshot is not found.
There is a reaction to it.
1 versus 3. 3 more kills for his 1v4. Time ticking away. Players obscured from his vision. And a contact swing on the back of the Narrate peak. Easy peasy. They put 7 on the board.
They were happy to let Martine go for that because you are confident in the rest of the players standing that they're not going to give anything away. And it is sort of what I said about the trades of Narrate. It's like he could get a lot of trades if Martine doesn't kill absolutely everybody. And that is what happened in this round. Just a truly filthy individual play. I'm seeing a red hue. Oh dear. Pansy's still in the building.
Have we not sent her home yet?
That's what we normally do. We ask her to leave so that they actually just unplug the red lights.
You remember, I think it was week 3, we were pretty clean. There wasn't too much of an issue. I'm pretty sure we had security escort her out as soon as the game was over.
Martine not acing is good because when he aces, he overheats. Damn, dude. Honestly though, I think you're right with the last one. Was it the Lotus that he did that? Aced on attack on Lotus and then sent it into the A site on his own. I know you're thinking of that round.
For those of you at home that don't know, a technical pause, you're not getting the chance to talk to your coach. In fact, you're not even getting the chance to talk to your teammates. You can think. I mean, I don't think we have a way to stop you from doing that, but...
Stop thinking! we get someone in their face.
I don't know. You've seen the girl that plays like Elden Ring with her brain and stuff like that? We could install one of those in every player. I'm not sure it's worth it, though. The payoff might be a little tough.
No, I don't want it. Because I also...
what are they talking about?
I don't want to see what they do if they did everything they think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean like I was saying to monitor brain activity. I wasn't saying let them play the game with it, but that would be interesting.
It would be really entertaining.
I'd like to see Angel dialed into the game, jump peeking Haven long with a breach at the start of every round.
You know what would be even better? He has his plugged in, but also you have Eric, or Doom Bros, also plugged into the same one, so he's going peek, 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 peek. And Eric's going, it's a battle. He's got to try and think quicker than him.
Stun first!
And he loses every time. He's like, is this plugged in? It's like, hey, yeah, we've actually dialed yours up to double.
You're not winning that battle against Angel, I'll tell you that. A steadfast thinker. But you're on the side of Heretics. They're not winning a lot against KC. It's been a streak of rounds for that attacking side. 5 out of the last 6. And that's going to be felt. The scoreline's so close because of the pistol being under Heretics' belt. And since then, it's just been a straggler round here or there, nothing to repeat, and a lot of impact off the back of low buy rounds. When it comes to rifles, I think KC have been
the average skill of all the regions. If you put 1 to 11 of all the teams and you got a medium team for all of them, it would be America's first, second EMEA, third Pacific, fourth China right now.
Last time out versus Liquid, they were able to close
In my
on the
opinion.
attack. It was quite quick because they had a decent defensive half as well. So I do think that it's not the end of the world, but they need some wiggle room because this KC side is so good at, firstly, the retakes are something they've always been fantastic at. But on this map in particular, I think especially if people like Martin are just popping off Tomazi on the other side.
Pacific 3 is crazy. Might have the 3 best teams. Yeah, but it's the bottom of the pack, bro.
Heretics. Well, maybe a
The
little
bottom
bit
of the pack letting it down.
Benji Fishy off rip has a Viper's Pit to work with, and I mean, just peep his position and his hand movements.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty obvious
Last
that's coming into
rounds,
play.
and we got a
Punish
fish ult
can't
for a
really be there
Viper
for
ult,
KC this early on in the
and we're
round.
sending it.
But Thrash is going to be committed straight through. It goes, catching one. In fact, Minibu was already
God,
dead
they
by the
fight
time
with
it
3
came in.
people.
Martin's gone in
What
for shorty,
the
and
hell is
it's a
going
great
on?
play.
Why are they
One that
forcing
doesn't
through
work
the
out, at least
Viper ult,
not to
then they're
drop
gonna
Benji.
win?
The off angle from Magnum.
They're gonna
No,
win?
Benji's still going inside. The pin is
What
classic.
is this?
I mean, they're all decayed down, and now an
Oh
opportunity
my
to find
god,
that
it's a
ace.
buy
So
round.
many
He gets
players
3
have been
with
on
a
the
classic.
cusp
There's
of
a guy
it
next
in
to
this
him.
series. And he's got the read down to a T. It's timing based, though. Magnum sneaking away. 1 versus 2.
Oh, this is smart. This is really smart. Just avoid that pit altogether. Look, a guy just got 4 kills within it. Just leave.
The classic.
Yeah, it really is.
That's
just
why he's
absurd what he's
spamming.
been able to do. I said
Get outta
he's
here.
getting more kills with the pistols, even in rounds where he has a rifle. It seems.
This
All
is a
right.
bit absurd.
What?
The thing is, though,
Oh, no.
Oh, he's getting up.
He's played
Ooh.
himself.
I
No
might have
respect.
overplayed it.
He's just
It
checking.
really is just a battle
Whoa.
of the brains. It almost feels like Magnum's battling.
His brain's
own
going
with this
500
Seeker.
miles per hour,
Always
man. He's
getting the
everywhere.
Seeker. So a single kill.
Would have been nice though to
Make
get
that final
Seekers for
fight so
sure.
much more awkward. Removing Benji from the pit leaves him on just 32 HP. He
Yeah,
almost
and we
has
got a
to be
recon.
used
And do we throw this
as a trade
recon
at this
elbow?
point.
You probably
But
would.
there is util. You still
You
have
got wall.
yourself
You
the
got wall
dart,
to
you
block
still have
everywhere.
shock darts
Okay.
as well.
Wall
Try
to
and
block
clear out these
everywhere else.
positions. What
Okay,
we've
they
seen
molly
Magnum
that. That's
from
not
these
bad.
spots
I like that. As
just
long as
be
there was some util
so
here, it didn't matter.
deadly in these late round scenarios, waiting for it to be tapped, knows he eventually is going to have to try and swing this. Benji takes the aggressive fight, and now there is the Seekers available.
Oh.
But he's starting to get
Damn, he had no hesitations with his decision to swing there, though.
It's an
Fair play,
8th
man.
round now for KC.
Been good.
That could have been a KC round a little bit earlier.
He
a little bit
instantly
clearer.
ran
The
on
heart
after
rates
he gets the
wouldn't be
first
quite
kill.
so high coming into the elongated pause.
I mean,
as
what
they
was this,
swap
though?
sides.
I can't
This
believe
is ridiculous. Shin was already low.
teams
We
that
saw
call
the
to
barrel
send it
catches
through the
another.
Viper ult,
And
it
somehow
always ends in
turns around
absolute
and
madness.
With
Tomazi
one
spanned in front of
clip.
him. Yes, 1 clip of the classic was all that he needed. And the screams from Zeish. My God, we couldn't hear that because I think the microphone might have peaked out. I'm not sure it'll be functioning.
He broke the sound barrier, that's
We
why.
figured it out now. We've had tech pauses where the assistant coach couldn't speak. It's because of this, man.
Somewhere out there's a dog just like squealing on the floor like, ah!
There's a dog out back. So I feel bad for him when Zeish is in the building. My
What
goodness.
on earth is this?
KC 8-4, double the scoreline of Team Heretics, who, by the way, won the pistol round. to
Viper
start out
wall
the
over
first half.
towards
This has
B,
been an
and we are
abysmal
ready
showing
to
on
pinch.
Bind, but will their attack side be any better?
Oh my!
I
Whoa!
hope so. That's a 3rd kill with a wall bang here in the pistol, and he's looking for more with the swing out from Tomazi.
What
Punished by
the
Boo.
hell is
Magnum,
that third
you've
kill?
clutched out a round seconds ago.
No, shut up. Shut up. Don't even bother setting this one up. He's got 10 HP and the guy is behind him.
Bro, that was insane,
You
man.
know, Tom, it's
I
never over
think
till
you
it's
do,
over.
then you did know that one. And Alethea flawless, by the way. And I think that might be Woot being back. He had
that was
4
impressive.
kills in the first half. He's had 3 in this one already. And then, well,
Oh,
the
man.
3rd kill especially. Fair enough.
Ridiculous.
That was
Little
fast,
ridiculous.
though. We got to give him that.
Double tap through.
To actually kill the Dizzy
Double
and
tap
do
for
this as
Benji
well.
It worked.
That's both pistols. Under the belts of Heretics.
I love the
Where is this
contrast between the
laughing?
two of them. Neilzinho sat there contemplating his life, thinking about the long game ahead of him. Weber's just smiling. He's having a good time.
Gotta enjoy it. Again, it's gonna be
Tempted to
nothing
use the
investing.
dog,
KC
but a lot of
love
times you want to
taking
use
your
the
hard
dog to
ecos,
enter
but
over
again, when
towards
you
a
have
site
such
to see if it's a
success
stack.
with the
Why
extra
he didn't.
utility, with the extra
Pretty sure.
weaponry, I can understand why. And instead, they're
They do have a human drone though, so they probably could use it.
That's all they can really hope for. On the other side of things, Luke's looking to try and really pad those stats. Had the same amount of kills already in this half as he did in the last. As said, I don't think it's going to be the same story. And it's almost unfortunate, because if Casey had lost that round just as dominantly, I think it would have been fine. The fact that he got nearly all the kills, I'm now starting to worry for them.
And this is Dog to check out all of the angles that you don't want to be looking at, especially lamps with Shorty.
Oh, I'm scared for them.
Recon back aside. We've got nothing in showers at the moment, so Molly,
start,
dude, they are taking no risks.
Be a coin flip. Couple nice shots. Hello. And realistically, it's the next round that we're worried about. That's where we get a real litmus
Well, check
test
out
of
who.
what's to
I mean, obviously, Woot would be
KC.
the ideal person to switch a gun here.
Solid
Try and let Hunt.
for their attack. And most recently, we saw their defense be very strong against Koi. But I mean, Koi are a hard team to pin down, especially when it comes to bind.
Probably this.
I never know what team I'm getting.
Well, it's normally one team in one half and a
Or
different
maybe
team.
Boo.
Very much so. Very much so.
There we go.
They have many faces.
Thrown over.
Not all of them are good.
Yeah.
Most aren't. Well, Woot's gone walkabouts.
Yeah, he's almost got his ult, that's why. He's looking to just try and farm up an extra orb. In fact, he'll get himself 2. I think that'll put him 1 away from Seekers. The other 2 players are just going to die to the spike. That was something I was expecting, but it was just because Miniboo was so far away initially. And yeah, but there you go. He's almost got that ultimate online, especially with where you can fight for the orbs on this map.
Okay, but he's going to buy him a gun, but Miniboo wants the Vandal on this one.
Here. A familiar wall setup from Team Heretics as they'll attempt to cause a bit of a ruse on A. Curious to see Casey's approach. So early round, we saw a lot of aggression out of Heretics. They like to push up on positions where they didn't see players, especially clearing them with the Sky Flash. Wouldn't be surprised to see one through a TP to clear out Bath or something like that with Magnum's position. He's dodged that reveal, and he's ready on the pixel, but the shot doesn't land. Mazzy under pressure as well. It seems like they're being pushed back on B, but for now it's just map control.
Oh, nice.
Heretics
They got
themselves that wall, as I said,
drone
out
at least.
of Benji Fishy, and his lurks on that first map especially.
Oh my goodness.
Sublime. Look to see some more of that later on in this round, as I think Heretics will want to take it
Might just
back
Sky
towards
Flash
A
this.
eventually.
Oh, he's Sky Dog it. Okay. Do double drones. They use actual Sky drone and then they use Dog to take.
They still have the Seekers available now after claiming that orb.
Flash goes in, so Gecko stays.
The information.
Gecko still has full easel.
They may just opt to take the TP instead. They're going to try and push off of it. Tomazzi, though, even more tagged, is going to be able to get
so many people got lit up.
So much info off the back of the third. It's not pretty.
Oh, it's really not a pretty round from a lot of people.
Everyone's tagged up. Nade's gone over.
Kind of impressive that Heretics get over towards B though. It's something that their comp should really struggle with, and that's
the plant now coming through. Paranoia for the left. Will they clear the right on the way in? It's Miniboo.
Wow, that's a big round for this team to win, because now K-Corp are a little bit scared of this as well. Could maybe say that they didn't dump enough util once the Seekers was popped would be my only criticism.
I wasn't sold. I needed to see more. This round, though, has put the wind back in their sails.
It's just, this was just ridiculous. I expected it to be so much cleaner, but you know, it's always more difficult when they're facing the other way.
Hey, listen, you're telling me. You're telling me. Be a little easier with the Odin to make that adjustment, but I'm not sure about his walking speed.
Yeah, the TP into the site with an Odin play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that. If anyone can make it work, it's Miniboo. Thankfully, he won't be doing it today.
No, or ever.
Yeah, I don't want to curse it, but this is one of the better comps against low buys.
Right?
You have Dog, then you have Drone as well, so the chance of you actually hitting a site with multiple people on is pretty much reduced.
Those days are no
I feel like I know how this round's going to go after I've said that, but like, look at the info. Oh, that is sick as well, man. Recon at the top, so when you go to shoot it, you eat the Sky Flash. That's cool. All pass and rotate. Oh, dude, don't tell me they're going to exec into a fight with 4 people once I've said this. There's no way. Right, they're going to cancel this once they see numbers, right? Oh god, they're going to see no numbers.
Miniboo's already making his way in. The Stinger, they love this gun.
It's okay, they can cancel. We're kind of still right at the moment.
But they're immediately going to go through the TP. And you can see Narrate, he was at a prime spot, now has to start sprinting his way back. But he has managed to find an angle. And especially with the orb down on the site, he might be able to get a little bit closer than they might like. It's a safe
Oh,
plot.
weird timing
Not
duel
gonna
from
allow for
Benji
anything.
here.
Benji
Does he...
His timing is near perfect. The right spot
The
on
worst
side.
possible
Look
gun
at
for
this.
that.
As the wall goes down, Benji's going to clear that side, move up, and find a wide open.
Yeah,
kill
not even
on
worried
Magnum.
about this round.
Not harder to hit him
Not
when he's
even-
looking away, apparently. Shin hasn't got all the pressure on.
What-
Has
dude,
his
what's
hit with
going
it,
on,
but doesn't
man?
have a rifle to work with.
It's fine,
Well,
right?
he looks here, could be in a lot of trouble. Boost position. Advanced, but Tamazi's peeking it. That was a headshot as well. The low HP barely even mattered. Still so much more to do. Tamazi with 3 kills.
Oh my god. How do they win this? It's a 2v4, man.
For KC.
There's no way.
Sheriff map.
Why are we not
And
holding on
it's
to
just-
showers
it's not even
heavier?
just KC, like, I've seen so many absurd Sheriff kills, but Tomazi, well, we got the 2 Vipers at the top of the board. This was just ridiculous. Now you said
Why
it,
are they
the
both
pressure
out
wasn't
here?
all on Shin.
Yeah, well,
I guess none of it was.
I mean, I just saw it coming. I knew, you know, this guy with a sheriff, what could go wrong? Benji's been doing
That's-
all with pistols. Obviously,
That's
Viper
on me,
the other
bro.
side has gotta match
It's
it.
a
Could be
2v4. They got a
showing
sheriff
up
and a gun,
by this
and it's
guy,
planted
by
for
by
showers.
an influencer.
Oh, wow.
Wow, what a performance from
Oh,
Tamazi.
man.
And again, I said this earlier on. I came in expecting Martin to be my takeaway. He often is on this map. But Tamazi is stealing my eye.
That was from the
What
get-go
a
as well.
beautiful play for that. That was outrageous. He should not have gotten away with that.
Martin has also been incredible.
Oh, I'm not saying he hasn't been.
I know.
Haven't seen him do that, Tom.
He did have the almost ace, like literally. Like,
Well, it wasn't an ace. Everyone
That
here's
wasn't
had an
an ace
almost
either.
ace. Everyone here's almost had an ace. Come on. It's about the sheriff, but basically clutches. The guy was in a
How was
battle
that
with
their first
by
round?
himself.
That was
Gorgeous.
Okay, sure.
And,
Just gotta accept
you know,
that
the
one.
interesting thing, the timeout we just had was KC.
It's a big
After
round
big
for this
pop-off
timeout, though.
round,
Big
they're
round.
getting the energy back
Money's
down.
low.
Just chill
Both
out,
teams.
take a
Got some
breather.
people after eco.
and that's just
I? Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, that's- everyone else. Okay, Zaysh, take one. Take
Yeah,
one.
he's just like, yeah, I need a tighter pause. I've just fallen off my chair.
Yelzinho?
Okay.
9 to
Easy
7.
lineup for the DRX smoke. Again, that goes here. That stops plant.
So much more.
Get a
Needed
one-way
for either
with a
side,
molly
even
behind
still,
in terms of our default over towards
explosive
showers.
rounds
That's pretty.
Have turned the tide many a
And
time
once
already
no one's pushed over
on this
towards
map. It
short, they
has
then
been
put the
attack
smoke
side
over towards here
looking
as well, so
stronger
they
so
create
far.
pressure.
Seekers
And this is
online
an
from
early
Magnum,
Sky
Oaks on the
Dog,
other side, not
but it
particularly
gets
close.
shot.
Miniboo could get there, and this is the side of the map where he definitely seems like he's going to be most
Did it get shot? Why is
pinnacle.
this guy rotating?
Already though with the deep flashes, I think the information should have been garnered there from Magnum. Still opting to stick around, try and hold on to the control. Instead, it's going to be the play towards that B site. But, again, it might just be the claiming of the orb.
Portal closed.
Still one gate crash for Miniboo, but he's got teammates with him. Playing off contact. If they flash whoop, Miniboo can swing or catch them on the wide swing more so. Seeker's active for KC. Not a lot of information.
Yeah, the
Good
B
concept.
hit. They managed to get 2 people here,
By
though.
Benji on the
Omen
spray up on
flash.
mid, TP through, decoy used. They're not looking at it. In fact, the flash
Yeah, it
reveals
should
Miniboo's
be
real position. And Woot
possible
dropped
for
after
everyone to
just
get out
the
through the
one.
choke
Woot
point,
trying
but
to put up a fight,
what
but
a
he
trade.
can't quite hold on. And KC keep the advantage for now with Rian's double swung on, and they almost.
Oh
had
boy,
Benji
nicely done from
Fishy
Benji. Dude, it was
will indeed
non-stop
bring it
trades
across
this
the
round.
line.
Non-stop, the whole
Another
time,
round
up until that
found
moment.
For Heretics, they're not going to let KC run away with this.
It's genuinely the Viper battle. Which Viper's going to make the best play? Tomazi had
Yeah, I
it
still don't
last
think they're
round,
dumping
Benji
enough
had it this
util into
round,
choke points,
and it
but
was trading back and forth all the way
would
through.
have to
Like,
see
the
it.
start off from KC was
I mean, there is a
fantastic.
Viper
The
molly
ball
here, can't be
flash
too
giving away
angry.
the positions of both players.
oh no, okay, they're
And then
dumping a
again,
lot of
effective
util. It's not
trades.
even,
It all
didn't
just
even play
came
this
down
wrong.
to this last moment of him being able to isolate the duel before Martin can get there and having just enough time to correct his aim. There's a very likely scenario where KC win that round. Instead, what
Yeah,
ends
this
up
is-
being
this
quite
is
a
so
peculiar
much
buy
over
because of the
towards showers, it
finances.
really
You've got
is.
2 rifles and then 2 players with classics and a frenzy.
Benji wants this control, but you can see KC are not looking to give it up. The snake bite pushed them back for a moment. The tiger reveals
lovely, and that's a potential double up for the guns. So hopefully wall goes online, they flash before the wall, and then they can just get the gun.
Last round it was Magnum playing along. So he sees the dog going,
so
goes, okay,
Magnum gets
there's
the gun
only
on
gonna be
this.
Magnum here, and instead he has a guard in the form of Martin. So I think that's just an adaptation that's come through and completely caught him off guard, because otherwise that's an insanely risky play, but I think that was just off prior information.
Good adjustment. And for KC, they're still not going to have a ton to work with, but that extra rifle retrieved set them up to at least have some dueling power. The rotation underway from Martin. He'll be here on the B side to back up Narrate, who's only got a pistol.
I believe they let him walk out.
Tamazi was in the same boat. Shin popping the ultimate, clearing out a lot of control on A.
I can't believe K-Corp let him walk out.
Every duel that they take has a rifle and a pistol to back it up, a player to retrieve it if they go down, and the thrash is the point of contact as they start to... That caught Mini-Boo!
That actually hit him.
That was one of the ults
Damn, we're dumping ults into this. They have to win it.
Even still, though, re-ends with a kill. And that could be his ultimate online. That could buy them so much time. They are not in a good position here. Just having to try and spam, use whatever shot darts he can.
Yeah, at the moment it's only one person making sounds.
Possible, but they don't actually know where Boo is. I think that's the one problem.
No.
He's TP behind him! What is this play from Boo? He's managed to bring it down to the 1 versus 1. That time is ticking. Re-ends has to peek.
Oh my god, how are they winning this? I cannot believe he's got behind him. I cannot believe he is allowed to do that.
I am
Dude, I can't believe they're less sight as well, man. K-Corp, what's going on, dude?
My goodness!
What are these rounds?
We've talked about this all game long, about the aggressive plays from an Omen.
What the hell?
That is like, you know, the Doctor Strange moment. It's like, how many times does that play work? One.
I mean, what are you gonna do if you're you're in your ult, you can't exactly ult your teammate.
Whoa, what the hell is going on, man? Oh, dude, they decided to go aggro and there's 4 people here.
Magnum steps up, but Woot's got his triple. And the A side, Mini-Boo's wasted his ult.
Yeah, I cleared the site.
Oh, no.
No one in spawn.
2 full loss bonus.
Oh, at the end of the day, the space is taken, and now they can feel secure in where they're sitting.
Well, we've gone
And then
from
it's
a round
already
that
going to
came
be
down
10.
the wire, and a round that's ended within a blink of an eye. Literal seconds. This game has had play after play. Yeah, he has used Seekers. I guess they really want to try and hunt down the extra weaponry. Just removing everything. Obviously, we've seen a couple of rounds with KC just having 1 rifle or 2, so I guess the plan from Heretics is, okay, if we can take every single gun...
Wasn't Seekers done when they were short or not?
Chances go up significantly, but you also have to bear in mind they only survived the last round with 1 player. So they can't just run in and commit everybody to this, so...
Boo's going for it, though. Boo might just get the angle.
Oh my god, he might actually just wreck him.
Paranoia is good, swing is good,
Oh
but the kills don't come with
Okay.
it. Good result for Tamazi, at least those weapons.
At least they
will
saved
be
the
kept
2
through
guns. They
the side
got...
of KC.
Honestly, they have
The
OK
lead
behind it.
will
Maybe get a
not.
Judge,
Heretics,
Stinger, Bucky,
6 out of the last
whatever they
7
want.
rounds. 10-9 on the board, and this attack side looking a lot healthier than that first half did.
For Heretics, this map means a higher likelihood of qualification. It doesn't
What is
qualify
this?
them.
No guarantee.
If mates win 2-0, then it could be them still going out. That would be the change, I think, and then comes down to round difference. I don't even want to go into that. But it makes things more likely. For KC, they win this map, they are qualified. If they don't win it, they're in the group with all the 3-2s. Now, they do have the best map difference, but if all the teams in their group are to win their match, that's it.
That's it.
And that's the problem of these sort of groups, is you are relying on the other group to do well. It's going to be another technical pause, another break, and I think for KC, it might just be sweating in it at this stage, because you have lost a few rounds based off some unbelievable individual plays. Now, don't get me wrong, they've won some as well. They have definitely had their fair share. But it is clear the Heretics from...
Can Fnatic qualify if they lose to Na'Vi? No. Pretty sure they can't. Pretty sure it's a win only.
Have gone in the other direction. A truly unbelievable resurgence from this squad. Again, showing the
They
strength
can?
of their attack.
Oh boy.
Again, showing that
What's the
Blind is
chance, chat?
a
Talk
map
to me.
that they should be feared on. I will say, that's the only criticism I have of the bit earlier was the fact that Heretics didn't have a map
Because BBL lost, they can.
Yeah, there could have been a few.
The 1.7%, bro.
How
How we? What is this format that we have to get some crazy maths and just work it all out? We have to get like the best scientists in the world to work out who the hell's going through and how they can go through. If Vitality lose to Koi, Vitality have to lose to Koi. Okay, well then
just to make sure.
Kind of what I was saying, right?
One-round difference.
It'd be okay.
The lead lost, and then a tech pause called. Can only imagine for KC with the stakes of this matchup, where that puts them, the momentum out of their hands. Although, I will say, they'll probably value the time to sit and think, even on the coaching side as well. I do wonder though, as things get into it, you know,
Our greatest minds are on it.
They're waiting for it to start again. Heretics are on the breathing exercises. They've got a plan for this. Recline back, take a breather, chill out.
Is that game actually safe though? I mean, Koi is looking way better. Game by game, they're looking better.
I don't think I've ever seen sweat. It is Boo. Like that man is a stone cold killer. Like he's just calm as ever. Mini Boo maybe not so much.
He is not calm. I mean,
he's not calm ever.
You can see the yin and the yang of that.
I almost want a replay of when Boo won that clutch earlier, because I'm almost certain he just went.
Bucky, Stinger, Bulldog. I mean, they get a pretty good buy into this, really.
It's just immediately like, okay, next round we do this.
Tussle goes over towards Long, and it looks like they know about this.
Okay, talk about TPs.
Omen insta-sticks the TP. Dog goes in, doesn't see the Omen on the left, though. Oh, they don't. Guys, you can't force through this. Please don't force through this. Omen kills everyone, right? Ooh.
The fact is, though, it's only going to be trades for now.
And they didn't find the Viper, so now they got to chill out. And then what does this guy do? Stay alive?
And they can't even get through the TP. They have to go through the Viper's pit.
What the hell is this? And now they can pick up a gun, and the Viper can potentially get all of this info, and it's absolutely mad, but it's won them the round probably. Pushes through their own Viper, gets some early info, triple TP, so now, why did they triple TP? Now they're just going to plant and go spawn. Oh man, that is not a good decision.
Won't be able to play into this Viper's pit all too easily. A lot of control, and players able to play into the spawn.
They just won the round with that early info. And then they wasted it by triple TP. That is... Oh my god, Eng's going to be losing his mind. The nice Viper.
Benefits them from the spawn side, and with nobody coming from that direction, they're now going to have to try and pivot. Push into the pit. Isn't going to find anything for the moment. Wu kind of needs to get something done here. Needs to deny.
Needs to pop.
In fact, the shock dart manages to find one.
Oh man, look at the combos of it. It's just a Viper pit into 0 HP into shock dart. Why do they triple TP?
TPs, shock darts, everything's working out for Heretics.
Los Niños bringing a new playstyle to bear. What in the world? I mean, look, those shock darts combined with a Viper's pit, they've got to push. They've got to take space. They've got to defend that diffuser. In this case, he was dead already, just a second in.
They did. I mean, they were doing great.
For KC, but that
they were doing great up until this point.
Oh
man, he shocks close.
3 kills total with shock darts before he falls. You don't see that every... Oh, yes. He's enjoying it too. Neil Zinho's got to be hyped up with 2 more rounds needed for Heretics.
Tamazi made the hero play. It was bold as well, pushing for his own ult. And great timing.
Here on the attack. KC
can't believe what I'm seeing.
They need it now.
Every single thing they touch has turned to gold. Every single idea, every risk that is taken. KC have got to feel a little bit hard done by. There's definitely been opportunities for them, but it's not done just yet. Mini Boo TPing him.
Guy back aside.
Whoa. Trade from the rate. The flash is good, but his teammates there to back him up. They're holding the line at least for now. Boo though has managed to TP into heaven. He's fighting them from their own position. They're looking to try and close him out, but it seems like he's just going to retreat. Look to fall back with the rest of the team, and now Narrate wants to try his best to
one of the maddest rounds.
The nade is solid. It's going to force them out of position, but they will be able to escape. And again, the classic from the side of Heretics, they're going to reset this back into a post plant.
Unlike the idea for
Literally
Rienz,
just
trying to
chasing
catch
them.
them on the way through
Chasing
as
them
they teleport
everywhere.
behind, but
Okay, we get
KC
one
are instead
Omen
moving to the
smoke,
spawn.
so one way.
3 players on their way. A lot of utility used already.
And
No
then that means
Dizzy
they have
for
to go
Narrate, but he's got the
elbow.
wingman to help
And
him
so
on
do
the
they
defuse.
recon
The
through the
problem is
window or something?
breaching through this smoke, the one way put up by Booze, near impossible. They go to elbow instead, but Benji Fishy standing
Oh,
strong.
what a god play,
2
man.
kills that put it all down in a
Solid.
And he might not want to risk it. Not when Heretics are now
was
about to
calm.
push up to 12.
Real calm.
3 in a row will be needed for KC. The credits are down to the last. And this rifle being saved is pivotal for the defensive side having any chance. A gorgeous display.
That's the
from this
game, maybe.
attacking side. I cannot
It's
believe
been
how dominant
relatively
they've been in these last
convincing.
few
I
rounds,
don't want to say
Tom.
convincing because it
Especially
hasn't filled
considering
me
their
with
map pick Lotus.
hasn't filled
They
me
got
a lot of
absolutely
confidence, but
decimated there. But now,
still
with their
winning
backs
all of
against
the attack
wall,
rounds
tournament
basically.
life on the line, they're showing up. One more out of the next 3 to put them in with contention.
Oh,
for
dude, that
playoffs
guy
again.
ate
They
that
still have to
flash.
rely on other results, but this is their best chance.
After the 2-0 was gone,
Ah, that's so nice,
they would have
man.
been relying on results no matter what, but this definitely sets them up for the best possible scenario of making it into the playoffs. And the fact is, there is a world where both of these teams
Right,
make.
3
With the map difference
chances.
that's there for
DRX
KC,
smoke. We got
but if they
Martin.
wanted to
One.
guarantee it today,
Tell you what,
they need to take
kind of far
control
away
of
from
the time.
ults though.
They need to close out this map. And this
There's
is
a
not the buy they
significant
want to be
ult
doing
diff
it
if
with.
K-Corp can
One
get
off
this
a
round.
showstopper for Martin could be a huge difference maker, but that's not the start they
Oh,
wanted.
that's not great.
Magnum, I think that was just a jiggle peek, a jump peek to try and get information. And instead, well, he's got the info and a bullet to the face.
Yeah, and that info
It's
isn't
a
going
free
to hold
site,
true
they're
for very
sending it.
long. Those players could rotate, they could go anywhere, and only one was spotted anyways. Drone goes up.
Wow, I'm really
TP
surprised they
through,
didn't
it's
send
fake,
it.
But Tamazi doesn't know that. The pressure being
No one
made
stop
is
him
all
getting through
just
the
to
choke
drag
point.
those rotations, and we can see that Narrate is on his way around. In fact, Martin is going too. Showstopper for retake could be very powerful if they need it, and let's hope it is.
Yeah, the one success, at least, of their A aggression was he was able to get the orb. Heretics
Dog's
being
probably
patient.
going to spot out the
pacing
judge.
of this attack side has
And they're going to go
varied every
fast
single
sight,
time.
and it's kind of
You've
all
really
down to whether or not
aggressive
Benji
takes
Fishy
slowly
takes
evolved.
showers or not.
Now
I know
they
that
have
no
the
one's
gamble
here, but
correct,
then
at
they're
least
going to
for
feel
now,
confident
but
to be able
Martin is
to
quickly going to be on spot with that
plant or
showstopper.
not.
Yeah, the paranoia has gone through from Shin. This is the big break back. They don't know that these players are close. You don't want to waste the showstopper just yet, but steps are being heard. Players are getting close. And here's where any moment now you'll see it come through. What is that? Rienz was planting and got Martin sniped out of the sky.
Dude, the guy got offered the plant and kills Heaven.
1 versus 5. The only thing
Some
standing
absolute
between
shots were
Heretics
hit in this
and a
last
2-1
round, by the way.
scoreline. And they've caught him. They know exactly where he's going. Sure, Benji falls, but so many players still to be taken on by Tamazi. He's had some incredible clutches, never quite the ace, and not this time either. Heretics.
Right, lovely
with a
last map.
dominant attacking side
For
on
Accomplished should
mine.
struggle on attack, they
Take it
dominated
2-1.
attack.
And playoffs